the Comet, if I hit my QW combo, like it holds him down, the Comet hits everybody. It helps a lot of teams.
Okay.
Both teams
don't know
have
my-
Death Bush going on. Not sure if
Both
anyone's
teams waiting for the trap to spring.
Neither team has hard early CC unless Maokai takes W first, so probably just gonna both sit there.
Maokai did take W first.
Interesting. That's
And
gonna be rough for lane
Blake has not leveled ability, but I'm guessing he's going Q.
if they go in.
Yeah,
but,
he went Q first.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then, yeah, Nuna team invades. They really don't have good invade teams, even though Anivia's Q is CC. Like it's kind of hard to hit with how slow it moves without other fault layers to distract the team or anything like that. Really traded.
Red team hesitated to take the blue buff because they're waiting for a late invade.
Now, the other reason mid lane is going to be interesting, normally I feel like Cassiopeia would majorly bully, but there actually is now, she can't just E without fear of getting minion aggro, so
yeah,
that actually makes the melee matchup easier for E as well. Ooh, double stun by Blake in bot lane.
Yeah, I've been noticing a big difference when that change to minions in how I'm able to handle a melee match against the ranger match, with the minions actually turning on them. And those,
playing Pantheon kind of sucks.
Yeah, I can't say I'm against that. I don't like playing against Pantheon, but it definitely it's a big difference for Pantheon. I actually like.
Well, because Pantheon you play in the minion wave to zone them off.
Right, and you just queue them anytime they want to come close. So
yeah, you can't do that well anymore.
Yeah.
So bot lane trades looks like they're going more towards red side, but Blake has pause to heal up.
Yeah. Yeah, honestly, they kind of, unless Ezreal makes a big mistake, you kind of want to just go after the Anivia when you can. Because she's taking
she's
so
a lot less mobile, and here it goes. Tahm Kench is going to get, they pop the egg. They're going for it, but Sivir may be the first to die.
Ooh, nice W to save there, but still really low.
Missed the tongue lash. Kaz is getting caught out.
The Demacian standard comes down, and Golden G is popped.
Nice flash and barrier out of Cassiopeia as well.
Oh, Yi comes down for the gank, and Sivir with the exhaust, but Tam can just take her right out of there. May not survive though, Tam. It is his Tam.
But yeah, Tahm Kench really bailing Sivir out of two situations there with it's the power of Tahm Kench.
Yep.
That E can get him out of so many situations. But this is what Exile likes to do every single game. You see him roam to other lanes so often, even pre-6, which like a lot of people won't roam that often early, but pays off. They get a kill, and he
doesn't lose that much lane pressure either because Cassiopeia went back at the same time.
Yeah, Cassiopeia had lost her flash and barrier and had taken damage from Kha'Zix, so she had to back, and now she's just pushing the lane, and Exile will be coming back to a pretty big minion, not huge minion wave, but he didn't miss that much because of where it stopped, which is a little more luck than anything with how long he was gone, but still ends up being pretty lucrative for him to go down there.
Or just perfect wave management.
Yeah, or maybe he's just the best player I've ever watched.
So Maokai has a CS lead on Swain, but the lane's pushing towards Swain, so
yeah,
that might even out soon. Yeah. Ezreal has a decent lead on Sivir, plus an assist.
Yeah, he's already got that tier, gonna get that stacking. Be interesting to see how fast he stacks that. Usually about 19 minutes is I think like 17 minutes is about the fastest I've ever gotten tier stacked as Ezreal, but I usually hit 19 or 20 minutes is when I can get it stacked.
Yeah, when Kleptomania first came out, I saw like some stacks like 15 minutes for some reason. Like if they just went straight Manamune and like 15 minutes is just fully stacked, I'm like, I can't do anything about this.
Yeah, it can go really fast if you're just spamming abilities. Blake being
Oh,
really
going
aggressive.
for
He's got no
Nubia again. They
egg.
might get this. Yeah, they got him, but
Sivir.
Ezreal gets a real easy kill.
Tom Kent should have 1v1 the Ezreal. Tom Kent is so strong in a 1v1.
Kha'Zix's taking a lot of minion damage there. He overstayed.
Yeah,
Going
way
down.
too long.
He did a
Jarvan
good
gets
job
the
of
Dragon Strike.
invading and getting the Jarvan's flash, but then he just overstayed and Slane collapsed. Gotta take your advantages and leave with them. Otherwise, you end up giving them back.
Yeah, between Swain and Jarvan, that's a lot of CC to try and get away from
Yeah.
in the enemy jungle.
But Kha'Zix still has an level lead on Jarvan.
Yeah.
I'm guessing he was counter jungling right there. I didn't actually look.
Yeah, I believe he was. We
I
didn't
think
get
he
to
was
really
taking the
tell
Krug.
because of the fight in bot lane.
So yeah, Kha'Zix is doing a good job of trying to keep the Jarvan down in experience from counter jungling.
Ezreal is getting quite the CS lead on Sivir. Of course,
Exiles is roaming.
once Sivir gets some wave clearing items, she can really even that out.
Sal's
Oh,
bot.
good roam by Exiles. Coming in, he's got to pop that Eiffel strike. May pull off a kill.
Oh, the heal.
Oh, couldn't quite get out. And
That
Sivir-
double stun screwed them over. If Blake didn't hit that, Exiles was dead
Yep.
without the kill.
Here comes the collapse from Kha'Zix.
Jarvan's not going to be here, but it looks like he'll be here too late, and they pick up the kill on Sivir. Jarvan is alone. Oh,
Swain
has made it.
completed the
Swain makes it to the
TP.
fight. So it looks like they might have Kha'Zix caught out. Yeah, they do. And Swain's level 6 now, so he can survive that.
But Swain lost, I think, like a wave, and now we're using this wave there to his turret too. From that TP.
Yeah.
So that's giving Maokai just free farm right now.
Yeah, but honestly, with the way the champions work, I find it like, oh, a good stun by Cassiopeia. That was a ton of damage. Exiles might go down here. One more eat? Nope, misses the Q.
And not willing to flash in for the kill. Which, yeah, you're against Master Yi. I don't think you want to do that.
That's tough to count on. Did get quite a bit of damage off, but Alpha Strikes are a good poke if Exile's doing a good job of timing those.
Yeah, that's always one way you can tell a good Yi player from a bad one, is how they use the alpha. I always am very frustrated playing against good Yi players who know how to bounce their alpha strikes right. It can be very hard to deal with.
Yep.
Although most of the time they're just coming off jungle, so you don't get to see that kind of mechanic very often. But it's a cool. I don't know. I like the small mechanics that separate a good and bad player on a champion. It's interesting
Well,
to see.
you can tell who a good player against the Master Yi because they'll like throw their skill shots right where they know you're gonna land, and that is annoying if you're playing against somebody that knows to do that.
Yep.
So Master Yi, I've seen Master Yi's land where the target, like, land on the target they Alpha Strike to, and then I've also seen them land where they started. How does that determine?
It depends on if the target that they were supposed to land on dies. Then it goes to the next.
No, but like I've seen them land like right when they started the Alpha Strike.
The swing comes in, but he's been ambushed, and this little birdie is not getting away.
It is now
Oh,
4v2.
the Cataclysm gets thrown. May take out Yi. Oh, he was able to Alpha Strike out. Couldn't quite make it out. Sivir gets the kill.
So I believe Alpha Strike, it goes to whichever one you target, and then
If
it'll
that-
bounce
if
to
it-
other targets in the area. I think the more you bounce, the longer you stay in Alpha.
Yeah.
And then once all the bounce is completed, then you go to your original target, or if that one has died, a
So-
different one.
This egg kill is going to be tough to kill. Somebody's got to get there.
Ooh, took it down.
Ooh,
but
Tom Kench cannot quite make it
A
out.
double kill because of Tom Kench tanking turret aggro.
It's really good for Kha'Zix to get those kills, and Maokai just chipping away at this turret in top lane.
He doesn't need to leave because like he would be useful in the fights, but right now he's just trying to farm up for items.
Yeah, and actually Ezreal in bot lane too did the same thing. He takes first turret, so giving up kills on the dive plus the turret lost, blue team got ahead in that trade for sure.
No, there's a 3,000 gold lead, almost 4,000 for blue team right now.
It's that's not a good sign for red team. I will say though, with both these teams, I don't think one team massively outscales each other. I think either team has a chance at this late game. Ooh.
Although I'm wondering, I'm thinking if Maokai goes adaptive helm, he will take hardly any damage from Cassio and Swain, which will be
True.
pretty nuts. Make him real tank.
Ooh. Blake takes on, but he takes too many power shots, but gets executed.
That'll be another tower for blue team.
Man,
yeah, I'm pretty sure
Jensen's.
I'm pretty sure Jensen's or Maokai is going for the adaptive helm, and that is a real smart choice against this team.
Yeah,
with both the Cassio and the Swain.
Yeah.
He's going to be mitigating a ton of damage in team fights.
Yeah, and on Maokai, when you get like those tanky items, you don't really need a whole lot of like you need like that adaptive helm and then one armor item that gives a lot of health, and you're already like I don't know. There's a lot of consistent magic damage from this team, but someone like Sivir really doesn't shred a tank that fast. So.
Oh yeah, I'm thinking if he gets an adaptive helm and a Randuin's Omen, he will be so hard to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you might want Righteous Glory for the engage to be a better primary engage for this team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah, that's true.
Would you buy that before Randuin's or after, you would think?
I would get it after just because you need an armor item. I feel like.
Well, Righteous Glory gives armor now, and I would actually go Righteous Glory first because you want that engage right away, and I think with the adaptive helm and the Righteous Glory, you're going to have enough tank stats to deal with it, and Sivir is still going to be trying to hit her item spikes while you get these items.
I guess she doesn't have her IE.
Yeah. And if you get into the fight and can like get onto her, then it doesn't even more, it doesn't matter. If you end up killing Sivir early on in the fight, then the rest of the team really can't take down the Maokai if he has good MR.
So what do you feel about the Jarvan building Black Cleaver before finishing his jungle item?
I'm not a fan. I think the cooldown from your jungle item and the initial, like, it's a pretty big damage spike on the... But it really depends. He might end up going for the more tanky build, so he'll
it looks like we might have a fight bot lane.
Would you still want to get Cinderhulk? Would you even want Black Cleaver in that case? Because I don't think Jarvan can stack Black Cleaver that fast without building Tiamat.
Right. Yeah, I think I would just go Warrior, and then if you want to go tank, go full tank after that, or build one more damage item if you're really doing well. Like, he's not doing that bad this game. He might want to go more damage since, like, him blowing up a target would, like, you can still kill, like, Master Yi, Ezreal, Anivia, Kha'Zix. Like, all those champions can blow up really fast from a Jarvan combo.
Yeah, but I still don't think Black Cleaver would be the choice for damage out of all of the tank damage items.
Yeah, but if he was far ahead and he had like gone a Warrior off the bat and then maybe even straight into a like Duskblade after that, like he could be one-shotting people.
Yeah, definitely.
So, but I don't think I don't know. It's an interesting build. We'll have to see how it pays off.
Yeah.
So Yi, it looks like they're going with a 131 with the Kha'Zix and Yi on the sidelines. Who can you send to stop the Yi? Because I feel like I don't know that there's anyone on the red team that can stop Yi 1v.
Yeah, if they start sending Swain to try to wave clear turret because he's harder to turret dive because of his ult, I think all Exiles do has to build Executioner's Calling, and then it's practically countered right there. He could probably turret dive in as much as he wants.
Yeah.
But then, like, if you send anyone else, they're probably just gonna die because they're so squishy.
Yeah, the one thing I'm interested about right now is Swain still does not have his Roa. He's gonna get the like. This is a pretty. If he's still going Roa here, unless he's going like
I think
the
he's going
Hextech
the
GLP.
Hextech. Yeah.
Yeah, if he's going that, it's not too big that he's getting it later now. But if he still ends up going Roa, like that's pretty late stack wise.
Yeah.
It's very late.
I read when I was learning about like Roa and stuff like that. 15 to 16 minutes is like the cutoff of where it starts to be that you're
Yeah.
losing the viability of it.
Yeah, I try and have a row by 12 minutes.
Well,
Yeah.
if he stayed in the lane a lot more, like when he roamed, a lot of it was him trying to make a play.
Yep.
It wasn't the enemy. He was reacting to the enemy team. But all he could have done is just pushed in Maokai, because Maokai can't see us on a turret very well because of if you max Q, that does too much damage.
Oh, we may have caught out Anivia here, but Yi is here to save him. The Cataclysm comes down. Oh, we're able to finish Yi off before he was got anybody. And Anivia as well.
That's 2 kills to red
The
team.
red team's
right
running and gunning down blue team. Gonna chop down the tree.
He's gonna go.
Oh,
look at how
unless he
long
gets-
it's taking him to.
I mean, I know he died, but my goodness, he's getting taken.
Yep.
there. He doesn't even have a complete
Like, that's
item at
just
this point.
He hasn't even finished his adaptive helm. That's crazy.
So it's 17 minutes, and Ezreal already has more mana.
Yep. He already has it. He just got 2
Oh,
kills.
looks like
played
they
it
may
really
have
nicely.
the Kazakhs down too, but Ez comes out of the bushes.
The
He's gonna
barrier.
finish off Cas- Oh,
Come on, Tom Kench.
from Kedge. Oh,
Oh, the stopwatch.
No,
The
why'd he
stopwatch.
leave?
stop block.
Yeah, Ezreal played that really well. Ezreal is going to be very scary this game if he's going to keep kiting fights like that. Like, there was no, like, there could have been easily a 3-0 there for red team, but Ezreal kiting around the edge of that fight at the end ended up getting them, what was it, 3-4 instead, which is a lot
Yeah.
better than 3-0.
Well, he only killed the Swain.
He also
Sivir-
killed the Sivir, right?
No, Kazis killed
Uh,
the Sivir.
Oh,
No.
right. So,
Jarvan going in
So
a
it
little
looks like they
deep.
may have
That's
caught
yeah, that's a
Jarvan out
dead
here.
Jarvan. But like I was saying before, Swain roamed around the map where he could just had a lane pressure farmed up to get a Roa if he wanted one a lot faster, because the CS is even.
Looks like Swing's caught out. Oh, and Tom Kench does what he does, rescuing teammates, evacuates him out. But now
Cassiopea's
Cass
getting jumped on by
survives.
Kha'Zix.
Cass is going to survive that as well.
Kazakhs, their turn.
That was quite a trade. Looks like they're
dodged
going to
the
have to give up
Cassiopeia.
Dragon for that. That's a red dragon that they're going to lose, which is a bummer to give up
But
to.
that's
Yi.
mid lane
It looks like
turret.
they had no
That would
choice.
be mid lane turret for red team.
I don't think they'll be able to get mid lane quite yet off that. Naka drops the ult.
Doesn't hit anyone.
Got him
Sivir and
off the
Tom
screen.
Kench left alone, and Swain
Oh.
screwed over from the blast cone.
Those blast cones are
Hey, when
cruel
that happens-
mistresses.
And now Yi is coming in, and you're completely outnumbered with this fight. Severely outnumbered.
Yep, really good classic
like
blue
the,
team. Red team could not stay in mid there to take that turret. It was not worth getting collapsed on afterwards.
Yeah,
It was too healthy
Cassiopeia
to
the
burn
only
down.
one to get out alive.
Looks like they
That whole
maybe
thing.
have the damage to take out. No, I don't think they'll be able to take out the Rift Herald just in time. Oh, just as the Baron arrives, they
Yep.
take
Blake takes it from the Ezreal.
and it can be devastating. Getting a late Rift Herald.
Yeah.
So
Ooh,
the golden
Jarvan
maybe
caught
is-
out.
Drops out,
Maybe.
stops a little of the damage.
No mana on Kazakhs. I don't think he has enough to E, so... Actually, I think he has just enough to E. Yep, he had
Oh,
just
Tom
enough.
Kench
Oh, he
down
still might be.
Flash.
Still might be caught out.
EQ, and there's the
Dagger
E.
comes out and he's caught. Good collapse by red team. Good ult by Tom.
Yeah. But this Kha'Zix should have stayed with the team to get the Rift Herald.
Yeah. And even if he didn't go to Rift Herald, he pushed out bot well and denied some minions, got some turret damage. If he had just left then, instead of overstaying to try to kill Jarvan, he would have been out there too. So, yeah, those little advantage. Like Kha'Zix has done a good job pushing into jungle and doing things. She just overstays a couple minutes too long, and it ends up screwing him over. So, just gotta a little bit more reserve.
I wish I didn't overstay so that I could judge him for it, but I feel like I do it so much I don't want to be too hard on him.
Oh yeah,
'Cause
I
I'll-
overstay all the time. See,
that's like my hallmark is overstaying.
that's the great part about
And it's
casting.
definitely something to get better at.
Yeah, the great part about casting though is that while you're casting, you are the perfect player, and you can judge
That's
every
true.
single one move they do. And they
Yeah,
obviously, you are a perfect player. They
Yeah,
can't prove you wrong while you're
Dude,
casting,
I'm
right?
glad I'm doing this with like the 2 other perfect players. that's like otherwise,
I
because no
mean-
one else understands.
Honestly, if you aren't perfect at this game, I don't even talk to you. Let's be real.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. It's the only thing
Yeah.
that matters in life is a video game.
So Blake's
you're right.
maxing the Q second.
So I don't know if you guys have noticed this, but Maokai, like every time I see him, he's full health, even after these huge fights.
Yeah, he did end up
He's
going
so-
Spirit Visage, which I don't know if just because Adaptive Helm would have been so good if I agree with, but I mean,
Yeah,
the heal
But-
from his passive is still so good that I don't think it's necessarily bad either.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
he could have gone that later and
Yeah.
still like gotten a lot more from it.
so Yi hits the dive, takes out Sivir. Now you're without your ADC and a lot of pressure mid with this Yi and Ez and Anivia. Plus Kha'Zix putting pressure on top. Blue is putting a lot of pressure, of map pressure down right now. Getting a really good setup for Baron going. Oh, Kha'Zix deletes the Swain. That is one fragile little birdie.
Nice flash in, but I think once again we might see Kha'Zix cut out here unless he might be able to just kill Cassiopeia if she gets too close. He's level 14 to her 11,
Oh.
but she got the stun.
But-
Nice stun by her.
Yeah. The
Turns him
Swain
into
just
so
finished his GLP.
cold.
Yeah, Swain is
Maokai-
right behind here.
Maokai getting crazy tanky.
Will the
Might
ricochets
have
kill
healed a lot.
Anivia? No.
Almost had him. Oh, the Cataclysm comes down and they've caught Ez without his phase shift, but he's still kiting around inside the Cataclysm. Silver will run him down though. Maokai wants to see how long he can stay alive. Oh!
The wall.
Stays alive. The Anivia wall saves him. Anivia is saying, "You shall not pass." I want that tree.
So Tom Kench is maxing the Grayskin second.
I actually know nothing about Tom Kent, so I don't know if that's good or bad.
I don't
what
like
is-
that because
What does that mean?
that means all he gets from that is increased health regen when he's not using it.
Yeah.
Wait, Wormlax. I think what we meant to say is, I wouldn't have done that if I was him, right? Right?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. I don't think that's the.
Well, what do you get from the other abilities though, maxing them? So Q, you probably get damage and cooldown, right?
Yeah, you always max that for. Well, the slow goes up too.
Okay.
So you get that first, so you have more CC because your eat's not reliable.
Mm-hmm.
But you max your eat second because it's so necessary to save teammates
Right.
and like catch out targets that you max that second because it lowers cooldown, increases the damage to enemies.
Oh,
That it's just so
Kench
good.
runs down Anivia. They might get her. Looks like she's got too much support with her though. And Tom Kench gets away.
Does Jarvan have his ultimate, or is it bugged on Spectator? 'Cause I thought he would have ulted there if he had it.
I think it's
No,
bugged because
he
he
does
used
have
it.
it.
Yeah, but Ezreal came in.
So
just,
Ezreal comes in and just takes out Sivir, and looks like Cass and Swain are going to run down the Maokai though. Swain is teleporting. Oh, he's got to save the tower at bot lane.
Kha'Zix.
Kha'Zix, he may have stayed, but he got the tower, so it's worth it for him. And
And
gonna-
he's getting the kill too.
gets the kill.
That auto did so. That wasn't even a Q to finish him off. That was his auto which got the extra damage out of stealth.
And that was
Kha'Zix
that was a
says-
Duskblade proc plus his passive.
Yeah.
Kha'Zix says,
So-
"F you guys, I'm don't overstay. When I stay, I get kills and towers."
Yeah, I guess so.
And then he stays too long, and the Tam Catch is gonna catch him. But Yi is
here.
handy.
So Tom Kench blew his flash for that Q.
Man, that
Now,
Yi damage.
that was a really good Yi. He used his Alpha Strike to get to close the distance to Sivir off the minions. That was a real nice play.
Yeah, blue team is just so strong here. Even like after their lower health, they just can easily push this in.
Yeah.
They just have so much damage on their team.
Swain just is not scaling quick enough for this game.
So Master Yi got Wit's End to counter the Cassiopeia and the Swain.
Yeah, an AMR this game, if you don't die to, like, if Yi gets to Sivir, he's gonna just kill her, so he has to more worry about Swain and Cassiopeia. So if they can't kill him, like, it's just a lot of itemization that's really good for blue team while they're really far ahead. If you can itemize well versus a team while you're ahead, it's like a double whammy of, like, not being able to kill this person and they just blow you up.
Yeah, that's a really good point. I think a lot of times people make a mistake of they get ahead, so they build all weapons. But if you not only build a weapon, but like make one defensive item that counters someone really hard, you can really impact your effectiveness in the fight.
Yep, for sure.
But Maokai bought Gargoyle's Stoneplate second item. I don't think that's effective.
Yeah, I think I really would have liked to see the Righteous Glory this game. That extra engage would be really nice. But Stoneplace, I also don't think he's just so far ahead that any tank item he buys at this point is worthwhile. Like he's Maokai and he jumps into the team, he's gonna be tanking.
But
So,
Stoneplate doesn't give any base health. Like he gets double his health when he goes into a team fight, yeah.
right.
But it gives no health other than that. It
I
gives
wish he had gotten
resistance.
an adaptive helm so I could see how much damage he could absorb.
Yeah, like
I
adaptive helm first
I was
item,
really hoping to see that.
definitely.
Yeah, I think whenever you're playing against Cassiopeia, Swain, Rumble, and you're a tank and adaptive helm is almost mandatory.
Well,
against
it even
those
works on
champions.
Corki's autos, because Corki autos are impacted by passive.
Yep.
It works
Like
on
Blue may be setting up for Baron here if they can pick somebody off. And they
Ooh,
got
the
the Tom
wall.
Kench, but it's going to take a while to get him. Oh, no, it is.
Sivir. No,
They have completely surrounded.
Kha'Zix up on the top. Already assassinated the Sivir.
Yeah,
Into the
looks like they
Swain.
took out Swain
Got
as
the
well.
Swain.
There's no way for Jarvan to get out.
And they got the Jarvan too.
Castle's busy. She had to. Cassiopeia had to clear bot lane wave, and looks like red team's just gonna be able to go all the way to south that one.
Yep.
All around, a really good job by blue team maximizing their strengths though. And like you said, itemizing for the enemy team.
Yeah, it's something that's very overlooked that I see a lot of people do wrong in some points of the game. Is just not optimizing items well, and you end up getting back into games because oh wow, if they had just built this item I would have really been screwed, but they didn't. So
Yeah.
optimization
Well, it's like
is really important.
I'll tell you.
I play a
I'll
lot
tell
of
you
tanks.
when I didn't get to gold until I realized I don't have to build the same thing against every champion. I was because I used to just build same thing no matter what. But once I realized how effective it can be to just build certain ways against certain champions, it helps so much. And that was that game was a really good example of that with the builds by blue team.
Yeah, but as a tank, there's so many situational items you could buy, and it's just you have to choose to optimize your build with those.
So who are you guys giving the MVP to for that game?
It's pretty easy to point out off of kills, but also off of his map pressure. I'm giving it to Kha'Zix. Not only did he have a lot of kills, late game, he was just split pushing constantly, and no one could handle him. He was so strong. He was just one-shotting anyone who tried to contest him in lane. Really put a lot of pressure on the enemy
don't
team.
forget, he also made the game kind of fun to watch by giving kills to the enemy team by staying too long.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of map pressure by both Kha'Zix and Yi. I would say that's true. I always say a jungler who puts a ton of early map pressure down is invaluable.
Yep.
For sure.
All right. Well,
Good game, guys.
good game.
Good game all
everyone.
around.